All right, everybody, Michael Alder from TakingActionToday.com, and in this video, I want to show you how to fill out your purchase agreement for your properties that you've negotiated, you're ready to buy, and then you most likely are going to go ahead and wholesale these deals. So I'm going to walk you through the process of filling out the paperwork and then get it to the title company. So here's your standard purchase and sales agreement. Agreement made by and between, we'll say Joe Seller, whose address is, this is the home you're buying, it's going to be 123 Main Street, Cleveland. Agrees to sell, say Mike, investor. Hereinafter called the buyer, whose address is, throw your address in there. The real property described as the following. Put the physical address, that's the 123 Main Street. Now for your purchase price, let's say we negotiate this deal to $10,000. So write in 10,000 and spell it out as well. Earnest Money, buyer agrees to pay. On our contract, we put $10 as a refundable earnest money to be applied towards the purchase price upon closing of the property. Earnest money to be held by the buyer or title company or closing agent. So that makes it pretty easy on our end. Down here, we got property included in the purchase price. You could put anything you negotiate in here with the seller. I mean, if they want to throw in a lawnmower, you put that in here. You know, we have all the fixtures, the fans, appliances. If we negotiate that, anything the two of you agree to, that's where you'll put that in there. Over here, we have a few items we cover. You know, consult an attorney with any questions on the contract, inspection, properties being sold as is, taxes. This could go to whatever you negotiate. Check on public records, see if there's taxes owed on it. A lot of times you'll end up assuming them if you negotiated a good enough deal just because the seller is distressed, they want out. So a lot of times you'll assume the taxes. Closing, on our contract, we put that buyer pays the closing cost. Same thing, we negotiate a really good deal on the front end, so we cover the cost to get it done. Go ahead and date the contract. Here's where Joe Seller signs. And then the buyer is Mike, investor. There, now we have a solid contract here. Next, we want to fill out our assignment of contract. Our contract's filled out. We are searching for a cash buyer to sell this contract to. They're going to bring all the money to the table, including our assignment fee, and cash us out. So, starting out, for valuable consideration, the receipt and sufficiency of which is hereby acknowledged, Mike, investor, hereby transfer and assign to, we'll say, Cash Investment Group, writes an interest that contract between Joe Seller. Here you put the property description, that's the 123 Main Street. For the consideration of the sum of, let's say we agreed to sell our contract for $2,500. So you put $2,500. Write it out as well. 2,000. 500. The assignment fee will be added to the overall purchase price of the property, making the total purchase price to assignee. This is where you take your $10,000 plus a $2,500, which takes us to $12,500. The assignment fee is non-refundable in the event that the assignee defaults and does not close on the property. Now, something to say about that, if you bring a bad deal to the table and the assignee cannot close because it's not what you originally anticipated you were selling to them, obviously refund the money. But if they bail on you for no good reason, then you have that as a negotiation piece. Go ahead and date it for whatever date it is. Fill it out. You're the assigner. Have the assignee sign, then take this contract down to the title company you'll be using. And you could also put in here, actually I suggest you do this, is to get a earnest money deposit from your end buyer. That way you know they're serious and they're not going to back out of the deal. So they could have the full $12,500 for the full purchase price, but have them put up $500 or $1,000 and write that in here. Made out to a title company, so you know they're serious. They got even more skin in the game, and they're definitely going to cash you out, and that's how you get paid. So figure out which title companies in your area will honor an assignment of contract and close them out for you, and go out there, start making offers, and sell those contracts.